Welcome back. Post story. Finally, we finished story yesterday, of course. Now we just gotta worry about post content for the time being. So today I'm just gonna do the 2 extra dungeons that are part of Expert Roulette. Clear those, and then we'll also do the physical DPS, the melee DPS role quest as well. I held off on the role quest until he's got at least one job, or my main job, to level 100, of course. So this, I wonder what kind of crazy antics we're going to get up to with this role quest, though. First, let's queue up for one of the, or both dungeons. We'll do one and then the other, of course. I need to get to Tilly Roll. We'll start the roll quest while we're waiting for Q. So, even though it's been a while, last I remember with the roll quests, when we unlocked the roll quests, basically, the barkeep at this facility here, he heard that apparently these 6 people decided they wanted to form some villains club or organization, and they wanted to, let's see if I remember correctly, they wanted to go and look for priceless treasures and artifacts here in Tyrol to steal and use them as power to take over the world or something like that. Hello there. I take it you've spoken with Brokivu. Willing to lend a hand? I'm truly grateful, but allow me to introduce myself. I am Shashbepia, and I have traveled far from my village in the forest of Zaktaral in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations have my people watched over the Dreamweave cocoon, the vessel in which the power of the Swallowtail Tyrol beat up. Ah, dang it. Is sealed. Most likely, well, we can. It'll let us replay the cutscene when we get back to after we do this dungeon. Tender Valley. Very rough. Jeez, cactors after cactors after cactors. I heard you wanted some more cactors with your cactors. DPS is still low. I still need to get better gear on the accessory side. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was wondering earlier when we got through the story where these swollen cactars are, and now we know. Barrel tender. Shit, that hurt. I didn't think it would pop another AoE in between those. Those look like those could be AoEs. Like, shit. Quickly right. I mean to get on probably his left. Oh! Come on! Oh. Okay, so I think the ones with the purple, that means that, yeah, those are, they grow. Okay. It's not instant death if you hit the wall. Oh, I didn't finish my burst. Come on. What are these? 690. So these are just the same accessories from the other level 100. I guess they all are. I forgot to put my hat on for this. Anthracite. Okay. I didn't notice the holes in the walls. My God, it's just a massive explosion. About dead anyways. Why? I just need the earrings and then a different ring. Oh, this looks familiar. found the sources version of the whatever that one place is in first. Our final boss. Oh wait, I think I heard about this one. The serpent of Ronka. The greatest serpent of Tyrol. Ooh. Well, I don't know what to do. This is my first time running this dungeon. Okay, hang on. Okay, so that means the line indicates what kind of AoE there. Wait, did he summon the... Why is it on me? Could have gone better. Anyways. Where were we? We read that already. And this. Before its ascension, the swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones and the like, through its skill of mimicry. So it survived day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking the form of any creature which crossed its path. This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it can command the self-same abilities. Indeed, the wielder too may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they beheld. Yet this mimicry is not limited to merely physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate all the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their ken, that is. In an instant, they can become a master of the hunt, a twin blade wielding viper, or a savage brax with claws and fangs to gut whomever they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest. For though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter, Natoka, to ensure it is reclaimed. She has never failed to capture her quarry, so I thought she would make short work of this ordeal. Yet there's been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled, and said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far, far to the east. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist the Toka with retrieving the cocoon. As long as you're willing to cover my teleportation expenses. Yeah, it's pretty damn far, thank you. Leave it to me. Your willingness to aid is most reassuring. You have my heartfelt thanks. Upon arriving in the eastern land, search for a Vieira woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you might find someone who has seen her. That is a good question. Like, how far is it to teleport from here in Tyrol all the way to... I mean, 13, 14... It's not too bad. Like, what's the farthest amount? Orthard... Mara Lunatorium is 15,000. So the moon is literally the farthest, apparently. And I know... Oops, not that one. It said a tavern, so... Oops. Alas, from Tyrol, was it? Sorry, I can't help you. That reminds me, though, I heard Tyrol has its own local variety of spirits called MSQ. I've been meaning to taste it myself for an age now, but you've no idea how hard it is to get one's hands on a bottle of it here. Welcome to the Shihoxi Hostry. How may I serve you? You're searching for someone? As a matter of fact, I do distinctly remember seeing a Vieira woman of that description earlier. I'm afraid I could not tell you where she may be now. Vera woman bearing a bow? Oh yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her, really, given how she was peering at every little thing. If she came from the distant lands to the west, no doubt Pagani is quite the unusual sight for her. With any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Seki Sugumi barracks. Alrighty. Toka-esque woman. Here she is. This city is simply far too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time to return home. I've come to aid your search, Latoka. Oh, is that right? I'm grateful, but why? I see. Sashipia always was a warrior work. Won't deny I appreciate the help, though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure a room and board in this lodging after arriving in Kakani, and I've been using it as a base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Hairan male. That's all we have to go on regarding his appearance. Yet so long as he possesses the cocoon, he can be anyone and anything. An elderly woman traipsing along the street, a child throwing a ball, mayhap even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles have been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case inevitably had no recollection of the incident, let alone of inciting it. What's more, eerie accounts have been begun to circulate among the residents. Some folks claim they've somehow been seen in two places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief's been using the Dreamweaver cocoon to transform into innocence and spread discord throughout the city. Stands to reason we can find him by following the trail of chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even should we apprehend him, in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Doppelgangers. Besides a secret remedy, of course. The recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment has been passed down in my village for emergencies like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here. I need to simply throw the solution at the suspect and the cocoon's weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. That covers everything. Now what say we see if there's any trouble afoot? The thief will undoubtedly not be far from it. Let me know when you're ready. We'll catch him together. Ready to set off then? Perfect. I say we begin our search for the markets. I recall a great number of people gathering in the Rakuza district, I believe it was called. Alright. To think that all this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature, but that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits too. Look, you thieving whoreson, I told you this isn't enough. But sir, that cannot be right. I'm sure I gave you your change in full. Enough. Hand over my money or I'll take it by force. No. It could be neither. It could be maybe the imposter impersonated the clerk, shortchanged the customer, and then ran off, and now this is the real clerk who's getting the heat of the brunt of the damage, you know? I say we keep watching. But isn't it obvious? No one gets so worked up over a handful of coins unless they're looking for trouble. Reveal yourself, villain. It's not him. What in the blazes do you think you're doing? Oh, sorry, very, very sorry. Oh dear. A thousand apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I will return what you're owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness. I told her to keep... I apologize for the disturbance. How dreadfully embarrassing. Well, Hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses the mark. Best not to dwell on what's done. Instead, focus on our next course of action. Let's see how things fare in Kakanidori. I told her just wait and watch. Pretty sure it wasn't either of them. For all I know, none of these things could be the person we're looking for. I'll cut you down where you stand, you lecherous lummox. What's going on here? This big bloke yonder allegedly laid his hand on this grizzled fellas woman. Afraid this may come to blows. Calm yourself, man. I have not done what she claims. You dare add insult to injury by calling her a liar? Ignore him. I told you, that pig defiled me. Cut him down this instant. There is no truth to her words. Wherefore does she spout such rubbish? Tommy, give me strength. Cut the bloody brute down already. Yes. Not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. Very well. Let my blade prove my innocence. It's her, right? Sure seems like it. Yep. Was that really necessary? No matter. I grow weary of this petting farce. It's time I moved on to bigger and better things. Oh no, you don't. If you can hit him, hit him. Miss. Oh, I thought he actually hit him in the head there. How odd. My bow is more out of tune than I realized. Sweetheart. Is it really you? Oh, thank the Kami you're safe. I found her lying unconscious in a nearby alley. She can only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness. So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage and deployed to deceive her husband. Pardon me. I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends. There are no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would. Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Sekisugumi thank you. It is regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. The criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Sekisugumi will alert the populace to this menace and remain vigilant for any suspicious activity in the city. Not like it's going to matter now, because he's not going to stay around to do it again, now that everyone's on alert. Let's return to my lodgings. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive quarry. As predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon's power of mimicry to incite conflict around the city. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc left in its wake. A trying trial for any hunter, but I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll met out the justice he deserves, Vincent. Good to see you, Vincent. For better or worse, I haven't heard about any unusual incidents of Gugani since our last altercation with the thief. There may be a reason for that. You remember when he claimed he was moving on to bigger and better things? If we're to catch him, we may have to expand the scope of our search beyond Kugani. Yet he traveled all the way from Thrall to his eastern land for a reason, and I can't imagine he'd go too far. Do you know of any other settlements nearby? I mean, the Ruby Sea, yeah. People live out in those waters, but they're so vast. Where would we even begin? Ah, so the Bakufu have an outpost at the Ruby Price? That sounds like the perfect place to start. Let's make our way there and avail ourselves of the soldiers' intel. If anything out of the ordinary has occurred, no doubt they'll be aware of it, shall we? I want to go ahead and, also queue up the next dungeon here. Ruby. Wait a minute, I just realized. This is another mount where you're not on the mount. Why? First the Ark and then this one. The Rising Phoenix one. Watch how the damn Q is gonna pop during this cutscene too. Well, this is unexpected. What brings you to the Ruby Price? Disputes? Strange you should ask. Not even a moon ago, the waters of the Ruby Sea were poised to turn to sanguinary shade. English, man. English! Please, tell us everything. A Confederate skiff approached the Ruby Price without authorization, and its occupant began hurling insult after insult in an obvious attempt to provoke us. We did not succumb to their provocations, however. After warning the vessel we'd fire if they drew an ilm closer, they withdrew without a word. However, should they attempt to provoke us again, we will not display the same level of restraint, and the roar of our cannon shall signal their comrades to rally in full force. The waters will flow red. Of that, there can be no doubt. So he wants to start a war here in the Ruby Sea again. Tensions run high, not like this has ever occurred. I see. Thank you for the information. Might we speak privately? Based on the testimony just now, I gather there's an agreement in these waters that the Confederates are not to draw near the Ruby Price, guarded as it is by Bakufu sentries. If that's the case, then as the soldier stated, I can only conclude that the vessel earlier was attempting to incite a dispute between the two factions, which fits the modus operandi of our quarry, wouldn't you say? Perhaps it was he who sailed under the banner of the Confederates. Whatever this case may be, we have nothing but conjecture. We'll need solid evidence before we can alert the soldiers here to this threat. I doubt they'll heed our warnings otherwise. Whatever. I'll come back to that afterwards. Wait, we're going into the rift for this one? Stray Burrow Deadwalk. Unlost. Is it another amusement park kind of thing? Welcome one and all to the land of waking dreams and nightmares. Please form a single line and enter. A word to our guests. Stray Burrow is open for all eternity. Answer your heart's every desire and dream your days for your life away. I was wondering why everyone was dying. Linog and grace us with his presence. Linog the First. Okay. Bow down to my flawless noggin for King Treason. What the hell is going on? What the fuck? Again because I've got these little fucking mag things. Tank's dead now too. One for all these little guys running around, this wouldn't be so bad. This was fucking terrible, dude. What kind of... Who the fuck came up with a boss like this? Lost souls of every age, the frolicking grounds of your whimsical gauge. Do be careful not to lose yourself in our phantasmal attractions. The more we go through this dungeon, the more it reminds me of that. It's been forever since I've seen the movie Pinocchio, where the boys go to this theme park, and then they end up becoming donkeys and all that, right? Or being mischievous and all that because it's a trap. All dreamers. You're approaching the place with Jack in the Pot's enchanted device. Oh boy. Yeah, this is like Pinocchio crossed with Alice in Wonderland. Oh, mother! I was supposed to know which one was going to go off. Oh, Marcy. Then you gotta be fast with your eyes and keep up with which one. This is insane, man. This whole dungeon. I'm just gonna follow the party. Nope. And me and the dragoon. Oh. You've entered the endless house. Fear not. I shall guide you through its haunted halls. Now we're doing like a Disney ride sort of thing here. Haunted Mansion shit, right? Slayer of ghosts have you the strength to best their master. Remember these dolls. Had to run that other dungeon plenty of times back in heaven. Beyond this hall lies Trummer, a horde of nightmares. Heed my words, and together we shall end his reign of terror. Oh, man. Violet Knight, Trummer. It's fucking Hades model. It's literally Hades. I couldn't get through. Dude, what are you doing? Oh. Like, why is he stacking the AoE on me? Okay, okay. Ah, fuck. Definitely need to pay attention to the text. God damn, that was terrible, man. You got the first boss, you gotta deal with all those damn little runts running around. I can't seem to avoid getting hit by them. And then the second boss is... Can't stay in. I didn't get the thing. But, good lord. You gotta play a fucking memory game on the second boss. God. Let's try and continue this cutscene, of course. Yeah, we went and talked to this guy. He told us that somebody showed up on a boat from the rival faction, trying to start a war between the two groups. And then we went to talk to her in private. Based on testimony, yeah, got it as I conclude the best, whatever the case may be, we have nothing but conjecture. I doubt that he'd want it. Yep. First, we need to verify if any members of the Confederacy actually approached the Ruby Price. Do you know where their base of operations can be found? So Sakuzuki. Looks like it would be the fastest for us. It would be fastest for us to swim there. What? Absolutely not. Not one of my Confederate brothers and sisters were approached to the Ruby Price without authorization. Those cowardly Bafuku dogs must have concocted this baseless rumor to get a rise out of us. The soldiers at the Ruby Price said, "What did they?" Pardon my language, but that's a load of shite. We have no interest in Hingen wars. If anything, I've seen their skiffs encroaching on our territory lately. If you ask me, they're the ones thirsty for blood. There you are, Vincent. Listen to what this person has to say. The situation is more grave than we thought. I'm thankful you came, and not a moment too soon. Captain Rusho hasn't been acting himself, you see. Normally where he goes, Tensui goes, but not lately. He showed up just earlier by his lonesome and ordered us to gather as many head Hetz is able to join him on the Isle of Echo to attend some pressing business. Normally I obliged the captain without a moment's hesitation, but I had a feeling something wasn't right, so I asked him what manner of business. We're going to set Ruby Price ablaze, he says. The bloody Ruby Price. Tried speaking some sense to him, but he ain't or to mind to listen. Walked off saying he has no need for craven bastards like me. Oops, I skipped something there. Look, I don't know what's gone into the captain, but it can't be anything good. Please go to the Isle of Echo and stop him in my comments before it's too late. This Rochelle acting strangely can't be a coincidence. We need to get to that island quickly. Do you know the way? Got it. We have got not a moment to waste. Feature yet to be unlocked. I gotta unlock the face wearer thing? Come on. I hear voices, seems to gathered up ahead. The scum think they can encroach our territory and get away with it. I'll be damned if we let them. Tonight we lay siege to the Ruby Price and seize it for ourselves. But are you sure? If we do this, we won't just be starting a battle, we'll be starting a war. You've been acting strange, Captain. What's gotten into you? Silence! I didn't ask for your bloody opinion. These lying dogs claimed it was us breaching the agreement. I say we give the bastards what they deserve. You're not welcome here. Be gone if you value your lives. You're not Russia. You saw through my disguise once again. Don't tell me you count even a pirate captain among other acquaintances. Yes, I do, motherfucker. What are you trying to accomplish? Why incite such conflict wherever you go? Why? Sorry to disappoint you, but contrary to the passage of the Unbound's prattlings about freeing the world from the tyranny of government, I have no grand designs. I wish merely for everyone to show their true faces. Folk love to put on airs of sophistication and virtue, but push them towards the edge and their masks slip off to reveal the monsters underneath. They'll go for their neighbor's jugular to save their own skin. You've seen it for yourselves. It's quite the spectacle. And there he goes again. Just over, too. And another, or is it the same one? I don't know. Damn it, the winds are too strong. A man of 1,000 faces is a true menace indeed. We will return to Onokoro forthwith to alert the captain. Rest assured the Confederacy will be keeping close watch over the Ruby Sea. I didn't think for a moment he was an impostor, and the lies he spouted about the Bafuku soldiers were enough to make my blood boil. To think you what would have happened had you not been here to stop us. Kami bless you. All he wants is to expose people's so-called true faces. That he would use the cocoon for such a petty cause. Unthinkable. Let's return to Gugane for the time being. That's right, we're going back to Gugane. Damn it all, I can't believe a bastard like that. Forgive me. I find myself more disgusted with the villain each time we see him. I think all this is driven by small-minded spite. From what I could gauge, he didn't fly towards Kugani during his escape. I believe he seeks a new settlement to terrorize. Now that the Confederacy and I are acquainted, I'll see if they can help me sniff out his roost. No doubt where there's smoke, he'll be there stoking the fire. And I suppose I'll use this period to tend to my bow. Next time my arrow will fly true. Wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy, and they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently, a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Dome and Enclave. The impostor then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Clearly, our quarry now rests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where he may go after his failure in the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind? Probably the Dawn Throne area. A town in Yangsha called Namai, you say. That sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Vincent. And without further ado, let's make our way there to see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity. Before I go into that, though, I want to go and turn in these two quests to finish the since we finished those two post dungeons. Turn these quests in, and then I can do expert roulette. So I'm not worried that much about the dialogue in this. And unable to execute while mounted. There's nothing else. Okay. Guess we're gonna continue the role quest while we're waiting on this queue. Trouble? None that I can think of. For our blessing, all has been peaceful. Have there been any quarrels of late? Well, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throat over persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she wouldn't gobble the whole thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? This isn't the sort of quarrel we were speaking of. Tommy's Grace, our quaint village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There have been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I'm told, when Lord Hien voiced intentions to invade Nangxia, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Yugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. I figured it was her. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit. None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare? Pretty much the same. Then it seems the villain's not here. Where might he have gone? Oh, he's probably here. He just hasn't started shit yet. That's my guess. Huh? What are you doing here? Friend of yours? Don't hang your head like we're strangers. We met just moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the House of the Fierce. No, I did not. Good grief, lad. You're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment. Oh, he's impersonating me! Oh, you... Until you see a small pond, so you dive. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Could he have impersonated you this time? This doesn't bode well. We must hurry. Much obliged, sir. I mean, it would be kind of funny to cross paths with myself, or Blades, I mean, or, you know, whatever. Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy. Son of a bitch. My friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan at the Azov mighty Orono tribe conspires in the shadows to invade Doma. We must not give them a chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There's only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, we must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can this crisis be averted. They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Hien. It is imperative we receive instruction, but his instruction before acting. That would be playing right into the Orono's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Hien was but recently exposed. An Orono spy, there can be no question. Yet the spy has fled, their whereabouts unknown. It could be anyone or anywhere weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. This is why I came to you. So the impersonation of Lord Hien was part of the Orono's grand scheme? But why would those who fight alongside us in Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Vincent. Something isn't right. Because I am desperate. The shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pall. Please lend me your strength. Can I just run in there and smack him already? Our honored friend Vincent risked life to limb to see Doma free, yet you address him with suspicion and doubt. If he says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true that he never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Vincent one more to drive back the shadow rising over Doma. First you steal my look, now you try to steal my honor, you piece of shit. What is the meaning of this? It's that infernal Orono spy. Quickly kill him before he can escape. You sound nothing like me. Carrot Shrouding here. It's you. Such persistent vermin. gonna miss again, isn't she? You're not getting in the way this time. Right through the fish. Are you truly the form? The problem appears to be your aim, not the bow. Huh, pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Oh yes, Itoka. She was fearsome, that one. Right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. What is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Itoka yourself. After all, that would make you no better than me. Hiding behind the name of another won't erase the blame you bear for everything that's happened. I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, we should apprise these men and women of the situation. To think he can transform into anyone, a truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Heian to this threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the impostor assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me. I will not fall for such a farce again. Might I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I recognize his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he is Samadari, a childhood friend. You know him? Please, you must tell us everything. I have known Samadari nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as a proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met their mighty Magitech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty auspice of Guardian of Doma, Tomomo Gozen, appeared on the field of our battle to aid our cause. Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samadari was conscripted to their army and forced to become an imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samadari has ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last, but he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it. War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery, and I'll prove it here in dear Doma. The fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later, when I discovered the web of lies he'd spun to turn folk against one another, did I realize he meant every word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samadari, we extend our deepest... Shit. Oh. For you might you meet your colleagues until later on, have you enclosed your ticket within. Exceptional talent. I guess we'll continue after. That's what I get for doing that. Oh, Alexandria, huh?
To the memories of better days, I bid farewell.
Have you heard? Princess Theme is here.
Foreign entities detected. Proceeding with removal.
Your smile means all is right with me.
If I smile, it is because you all smile for me.
Let's hope I can remember all the mechanics in this dungeon, because I've only done this once.
Foreign entities removed. Initiating level 3 security protocol.
You are
Ooh,
my
earrings.
people,
The
and
last one I
will
needed.
protect you. The painful memories of war I lay to rest.
Foreign entities detected. Proceeding with removal.
Sweet. Wait, strength goes down and... No, wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong numbers. That would have been bad. I almost hit one button.
Security breach confirmed. Initiating level 5 security breach.
Okay, I see now how it's... That's how you tell which side's which. It forms a barrier around the entire quadrant.
will all live on. And at the last, my final, endless.
Fire detected. Initiate jetty protocol.
They've done it! They've prepared the Queen! We can't give up! Not until keep complete!
Now the fun one.
Initiating level 9. Activate warnings. Engaging attempting removal via incision. Attempting removal via incision. Removal failed. Commencing extermination sequence. Attempting extermination via multiple armaments.
Ow.
Purging via armaments. Acquiring targets. Exterminating. Commencing final attack sequence. Attempting annihilation via high-powered energy discharge.
Ow.
Energy accumulation complete. Initiating final attack protocol. Guardians remain. Resuming annihilation.
break. Whew. Cool. Before we get back into this cutscene again, should probably take a quick break, and then continue roll quest, of course. After that's done, we'll just go from there, won't we? So, be back in a bit, everyone. Alrighty, we are back. So yeah. I guess I could just skip through this cutscene. We tried to play through it, but then the queue popped up, of course. So, before the queue popped, of course, in this cutscene, the guy tried to impersonate us. It failed. Now we found out that the woman we're working with to catch him may not be the actual Toka or whoever we're helping. Yeah, and then this guy came up to tell us more about the person we're trying to chase down. How he was a veteran of the war against Garlemald and Doma. And then that person got a letter from this group. Dear Lestrus Samudari, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall acquire exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing these needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of our auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuli Thorol, and we have enclosed your ticket within. Exceptional talent? Exceptional egos, more like. This passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samudari who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tyrol, Samudari's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave cocoon's existence. Today, Samudari attempted to incite war between Doma and the Azim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you. Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you. Attempting to fight Samudari now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky or any beast roaming the wild. Let us return to Gugani. I'll reveal everything to you there, I promise. Alright, spill the beans, woman. What are you doing? I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samudari said, I'm not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not Latoka. I'm Kyuki. I hail from the same village as Latoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You've seen my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is that it's my fault that Dreamweave cocoon was stolen. Normally, it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Latoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many, and not all we share its bounty with our friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's powers may have been used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter, yet could barely catch prey large enough to feed myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride, so I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Latoka. With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached him to nurse his wounds. Yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and in her boundless grace she forgave me, but I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief all the way to Kagane. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Latoka? As our most exceptional hunter, it came as no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon. She was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home. But when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me, told me we would find the cocoon together. She was astonished to see me, and I was certain we would, until the day the duplicitous bastard killed her. Don't tell me he pretended to be you. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe, I could avenge her, so I lied. Like Simidari said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter. But my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Latoka's was. I'm so sorry for lying to you, Vincent. I hope that we can find in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon. I mean, how could I say no when this guy's going around doing this shit? Thank you. I know with you at my side, I can keep my promise to Latoka. For now, I will remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you. Vincent, I'm so relieved to see you. I thought you might resent me for lying to you, that you might refuse to lend me your help again. I'll certainly be hard-pressed to reclaim the cocoon alone in this foreign land. I truly meant what I said before. I'm counting on you. Though I'm ashamed to admit it, when I first arrived here, I was nearly swindled out of an heirloom by talking catfish. Oh, God, yeah. I've been scouring the city for a shop to pawn my choker so I could secure a room aboard, you see. When the catfish approached me, claiming he'd buy the necklace for a fair price, offered me a handful of coins that glittered like gold. I was about to accept the offer when Latoka appeared. In a rare moment, she discerned the catfish's currency was counterfeit and ended the transaction then and there. She dragged me to the markets afterward and pawned her own necklace to secure lodgings for the both of us. From the moment she arrived, Latoka took care of everything. What I'm trying to say is, I can't do anything on my own. I'm reckless and impulsive, and I'm just really glad to have you by my side. It's been some time, my friends. Pray forgive my sudden visit, but I come bearing urgent tidings. Ah, we spoke with you at the House of the Fierce. What brings you all this way? I was able to make contact with Samadari. I told him I was willing to make amends and join my oldest friend in exposing the lies in people's hearts. He responded most eagerly and bade me meet him in secret. But wait, really? Did he say where? Aye, Hell's Lid. I had a mind to lay an ambush for him, but not knowing the extent of the power he wields, I thought it best to seek help. And so I came here to beg your aid, Vincent. Your strength and valor are unequaled, and we cannot apprehend Samadari without you. Why do I feel like this is him? We may never get another chance to catch him unawares like this. There's no time to lose. Wait. Forgive me for speaking plain, Huntress, but I fear we would only be a hindrance to Vincent when the fighting begins. Let us go to Hell's Lid by skiff and meet his after the villain is subdued. Oh, I take your point. You're right. Without us there to distract him, Vincent can focus wholeheartedly on the battle. This guy's not sitting right with me. Sorry, would you mind going in alone? We'll be there as soon as we can. This guy is... I don't know about this guy, man. Final Fantasy's version 14 of Among Us here. Who's the imposter? No. Actually, hang on. Yeah, we'll just go to the pier. Be faster that way. Oh, this is the house one. Well, where's... Okay. This one? No, that's Talimza. Wasn't there a... Okay, it's further out this... Is it this one? Okay. I was gonna say, I know there's a faster teleport here somewhere. See no sign of Simidar. Perhaps his lair is further ahead. I'm pretty sure that was him back there we talked to. He's lying to us. Vanguard War Scythe. Interesting. Still no sign, but you feel unsettled. Simidar is nowhere to be found. There is not to do but wait your companions around. Hey, you alright? Where's her bow? I came as soon as... Oh, is the battle over already? Where's Simidari? I was attacked, but not by Simidari. By Simidari. What? So this was a trap? Wait, over there. Thank goodness, I made it. After all that time I spent in the old collusion ship, convincing his underlings to attack me, my blade was mere ilms from the skin of your back. Alas, a meticulous plan gone to waste. It seems I underestimated your strength, and the failed huntress's tenacity. I dare say I'm unmatched, and no common beast out here might mimic can stand against you. I must contemplate the deaths with more care. Look forward to our next meeting. Forgive me, needed to catch my breath. Samadari's friend was the villain himself. As soon as this gift made it to the open sea, he threw me overboard. I damn near had to swim like a fish to make it here in time. He's made me into a fool again. He waylaid me before using a similar ruse. By the time I figured out what was had, Motoko was already... I always wondered how a craven like Samari was able to kill her, our greatest hunter, and now I know. When Motoko felt the blade in her back and turned to see the face of her killer, she saw me. But it wasn't really you, of course. I'm glad I was able to prevent history from repeating itself. I don't want to lose you too. Ahem. We should return to Gugani. Samadari may have planted more than one trap for us here. I feared the worst as I rushed to reach you. The moment Samadari was in sight, I charged without thinking, which, in retrospect, was probably for the best. Had I tried to shoot him from afar with my bow, I might have missed, or worse yet, hit you instead. In any case, I'm just relieved you're safe. I promise to be more wary from now on, particularly of familiar faces. It hardly needs saying, but remember to keep your guard up as well. For now, I'll resume my efforts to gather information about Samadari's whereabouts. You'll be the first to know once I have a lead. Fruit and aloe jelly. I mean, I know I've heard of aloe vera being, very healthy and stuff, but eating it? I don't know about eating it. I know it's good for sunburns, but that's beyond it. Imposter syndrome. Yuki seems to be on edge. Good to see you, Vincent. Or should I say, Samadari? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on the Kotoka's form, what creature did I hunt? I don't know. I mean, you never really... I don't know. It's really you. Whew, that's a relief indeed. I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar, a prize for any hunter. Samadari is the only one who ever saw it. Sorry for doubting you, but I can think of no better way to expose him if he attempted to impersonate you again. I have to remain vigilant after all, even though no news of his plots have reached me as of late. From here to Yangsha, people are on alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst. Not even a stray cat is beyond scrutiny. While Samadari can no longer act so brazenly, I'm afraid that means his trail's gone cold. We also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. I'm afraid it's no longer effective. No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had to undo the cocoon's mimicry. We're at a disadvantage too great to ignore. Which is why I intend to synthesize a new batch. I was just about to go procure the necessary ingredients from the supplier when you arrived. Why don't you join me? Down in the market. I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? Deep in the forest of Tyrol and a land beyond the Great Sea, far, far to the west of here. Tyrol? I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far. I feared as much. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I were to return home now, I doubt I could find what we need. We have no choice but to give up on the remedy. I'm sorry. Now we're at the mercy of Samadari's cunning. Hello there. Tell me, have you any slaves that might ease my aching back? Any sows? Oh, I read that as slaves. Wait. Any sows? Sir, this isn't the apothecary. Where are your spectacles? Oh yes, how could I forget? Ah, much better. Ah, sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, Shirakashi. Excuse me, but do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better? Oh, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles? I've seen folk wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative, like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my own? Yamabuki is your man. He has a breadth of artisan contacts so ensure you receive a pair fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find his shop on this very street. I'll look for him, thank you. I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to elude you in battle, but I've just come to realize there's hope yet. But let's not crowd this stall any longer. Care to join me over there? Ever since I was a child, I had trouble seeing things from afar. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor. I'm not fit to be a hunter. Never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets and preparing meals fail to me. But I always yearned to do more, to be more. I've looked up to Latoga ever since I can remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. So I begged her to teach me everything she knew, from the basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet despite all her efforts, my sight failed me where I counted most. All my life, I thought this was simply how nature intended for me to be. I was content to accept my lot. But now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. If I could just try them, maybe my arrows would fire true. I could join you in battle and maybe even strike down Samadari with my own arrow. We may have lost the remedy, but this would give us an element of surprise. So I have to try on spectacles for myself. Alright, let's go meet this Yamabuki. A pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get your order in the pipeline, but I'm afraid there'll be a wait. I'm fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourselves. All you need is the glossy shell of an azure hawksbill and a cluster of Erlent quartz. Bring them here and my affiliates can begin work immediately. Who knows what schemes Samadari might contrive should we let down our chase for weeks. Would you be willing to lend me a hand with procuring the materials? If we split up, we should be able to gather them in the blink of an eye. Quite the eager pair, I see. In that case, I dare say you'll be able to negotiate with the blue Kojin for a carapace of splendid quality. Ah, I visited Tamamizu during my investigation of the Ruby Sea. I'll handle the shell. That leaves you with the Arlen quartz. Pray look for a cavern near Shoal Rock in the Ruby Sea. Sprinkle some glittering gravel to lure a shoal Imizumi from its lair within, and retrieve a cluster from its shell. Let's meet back here when we're finished. Alrighty. Oh wait, do we need to go inside? Yep. Alright. Oh, you're the first to return. I trust you have the quartz in hand. Excellent. This will make for a fine pair of lenses. Now we need only wait for your friend. I'm back. And she collapses. Sorry, didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with the Kojin of the Bluest plan, but soon learned that hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were reluctant to part with a single one. I was able to wear them down, though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the red Kojin who invaded their fishing grounds, they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Vincent's book and fought them up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite the beating, but so did they. I may be a little worse for wear, but the trouble was worth it. I have the shells promised with you, and with it your associates can get started. Indeed they can. Let us first measure your eyesight, and then I can get to work. Why, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon. Come, Vincent. I want to fire some test shots at that sign, at the sign over there. But hold on. That seems like a fine way to earn the ire of the Sekisukumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded. Of course, thank you for going into the trouble. Ooh. Well, it's pretty far. Nice. When we find Samadari, he won't know what hit him. Wasn't paying attention to the first thing she said. I don't know if I can properly describe this feeling to you. After so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Samadari's trail, we stop you for good. When that moment arrives, please lend me your strength for one last time. Together, we'll retrieve the cocoon and return to my village. Alright, your last one, I believe, right? Your timing could not have been more impeccable, Vincent. A person claiming to be an acquaintance of yours stopped by just moments ago, wishing to have a word about Samadari, no less. They're presently waiting in my room, so just give me a moment and I'll bring them here. I mean, it could be a real person, it may not be him. Oh! You look well, Vincent. Forgive me for eschewing pleasantries, but there's an urgent matter I wish to discuss. I gotta ask a question to test her. What did we eat the night before our trial in Bardam's Meadow? Ah, I believe we feasted on gulu meat. You and he competed to see who could bring back the Greater Hall. It would seem you too have grown weary of imposters, and we can proceed straight to the heart of the matter. You appeared in Mola a few days ago, claiming he had been driven to madness, that he was assembling an army in Doma with plans to conquer the XIV. Of course. For a blessing, we had already received word from a Doma envoy that an agitator was mimicking others, and saw the ruse for what it was. Unfortunately, when we attempted to capture them, the impostor transformed to a sheep, disappeared among the bands grazing on the plains. When I informed our friends in Dome of the incident, I was told you had been using Kagane as a base to track down the perpetrator, and thought it best to apprise you of this happening. So Madari, he won't relent. His schemes will end until we make them end. You may discover a clue to his whereabouts in Reunion. If anyone has seen him, that's where they'll be. Now I must alert the other tribes to this threat. May the winds speed your way. Off to the XIV step then. With any luck, someone in Reunion will have insight to offer. Someone stirring up trouble? A quarrel among the tribes is as common as the rising sun. Not a day goes by without it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have goods to sell. Kindly continue inquiries elsewhere. Jeez. Conflict is forbidden in Reunion. This is known. As for my tribe, all is at peace. I heard a rumor of interest, however. It seems Magni of the owner has been behaving strangely of late. Perhaps this is related to the matter you're investigating? Alright, now he's enforcing owner. Little son. Conflict? Not besides the normal quarrels between tribes. Certainly no dispute on the scale you speak of. But I have heard rumors that Magni has been sneaking out from the Dawntrail. Where could he be going in to do what, I wonder? Yeah, he's impersonating Magni. Were you able to learn anything of interest? I also heard the rumors pertaining to this man night. One person even said they saw him head towards a place called Barnes Manor not long ago. I'm happy this is the form Sodomari. Whatever the case may be, we'll find the answer at Barnum's Meadow. We can't allow Samadari's depravities to go on any longer. We can't allow Samadari's depravities to go on any longer. Steel yourself for when next we face him. We're putting an end to all this. Alright, here we go. Good, you're ready. Once the battle begins, there's no telling which form Sodomari will take. An eminent warrior, a fearsome beast, or worse. He's also shown more scrupulous behavior in his preparations of late. Whatever his form, we would do best to assume that he's thoroughly studied its strengths and will use them to full effect. Yet I am not the feeble hunter I was before. Together with your martial might and my exacting eye, we will defeat him. At long last, the Toko shall have her vengeance, and my village will see the cocoon return. Item level 60. Yeah. Alright, let's get to it. Wait, what? What? Wait. My beautiful bright sun. I'm being warned to tell my flesh returns there. Now he's pretending to be Sadhu? Has the feral dog gone rabbit? You speak these honeyed words to lure me into your cot, only to slit my throat when as I sleep. Hush, fool. I am your Nama. Though we've had our disagreements in the past, I've come to understand my actions were born of love. Yet only now am I forced to wed do I realize this. Despite my shame, I wish to confess my feelings before it's too late. Hold on, who's who here? Wed? A Dathari beast like you. To whom? To what? He and Odoma. By becoming kin, he seeks to leverage the influence of the Dathari to claim dominion over. Okay, nope, that's the imposter. The Doman knows. No, no. This woman is the imposter. Very well. I will consider your proposal. Far-fetched though it may be, I cannot overlook the possibility that you are my Nama. And he's just as fucking gullible. But first we must gather our warriors. The Doman's impudence cannot go unpunished. We march for Doma come tomorrow's dawn. That's not Sudi. That's not your moon. That's not Sadhu. You. What are you doing here? Is it not obvious? They are spies of Doma. Come to quash any thought of resistance. You must kill them, quickly. But he is the Kagon. Uh-oh, you didn't know that part, did you? Oh! Ouch! Steer, not strike, but damn it, what do they say it in baseball? Yeah, you piece of shit. You two are quite the persistent pair. I'd hoped to strike at your backs from the shadows, but now you forced my hand. I will select for my repertoire the greatest warriors I've witnessed, and you use their strength to give you the death you so crave. The only death here is going to be you. Silver-tongued Samadar. Beginning with her. Who's her? Sadu or... yeah, Latoka. How dare you? When my arrow pierces your breast, Latoka will finally know peace. Let's do this shit. I didn't even see him move. Oh Lord. What am I gonna do? Motherfucker. Ooh, 70k crit. We'll assume her form. Oh, shit. Oh no. Now's your chance. Shoot him down. Oof, right in the arm, wing, shoulder. Yeah. Toka, it's finally done. What am I doing here? I feel as though I've just woken from the strangest dream. Well, you see... This cowardly cur assaulted you from behind and knocked you unconscious. You have shown the sun disgrace this day, and will feel his scorn impressed upon your flesh. You shall forget the warmth of his radiance and the shadows you will scream, yet none will hear. Prepare yourself. Whoo! Oh! Okay. Death would have been too good a fate for him. He deserves to spend the rest of his days feeling the weight of his crimes. Now we've honored Latoka's memory and reclaimed the cocoon. No words can express my gratitude, Vincent. I can finally go home, but my community awaits our former hunter's triumphant return. What expression will come over their faces when the village's disgrace arrives instead? I don't know if I can bear to see. Our journey to reclaim the Dreamweave cocoon has come to an end at long last. Would that I could return home in high spirits. As I recall, you said Pia is the one who requested your help, yes? Let us make the journey back to Tuliorol and report to her all that has happened. You're back. Were you able to retrieve the Dreamwing cocoon? Toka isn't with you? Yeah, about that. Not gonna like the news of her being dead, will she? Yuki, thank goodness you're alive. May her soul rest in the cocoon's embrace. I can't believe Toka is gone. Yes, our village's greatest hunter is lost to us while its greatest failure survives. Here, take the cocoon back where it belongs. Home. I have no right to return. Don't be ridiculous. You are a child of the forest. You are our dear sister. You can always come home. The entire village has been worried sick about you. We all saw how crestfallen you were, so when you suddenly disappeared, we feared you took your life. For 3 days and 3 nights we scoured land and water to find you. Yet, look at you now, Kyuki. Not only are you hale and whole, but you have reclaimed the cocoon, too. I'm sure that Latoka's spirit, hunting in the forest above, is smiling down at you with pride. And she would much rather you take up her mantle and protect the village than wallow in guilt over her death. Nothing escapes your gaze now, after all, isn't that right? Thank you, Suspia. It's settled. You will return home with me, and finally our village can breathe a sigh of relief. And it would be remiss of me not to thank you properly, Vincent. For assisting Kyuki and reclaim the Dream Moon Cocoon, you have my heartfelt gratitude. I was little more than a liar and hypocrite when we first met. During our time together, I discovered that I'm so much more than that. That with the right tools, even I could become a hunter worthy of following in Latoka's footsteps. I'm truly grateful to you for helping me to see that. Farewell for now, Vincent. I hope that one day our paths may cross again. Nice high note to end on the story, right? Dreams woven. Okay. Wow. That was quite a good story and everything. Of course, we still have 4 more role quests to go through, which sadly I might not be able to do for a while because I need to level up, well, everything else. Right now, my next focus, pardon me, my next goal is going to be, I got Picto to 90 already. I gotta get Viper to 90. So that way I can have at least even gear share with it. And then also while I'm working on getting Viper to 90, I'm going to get Viper to 90, level up Dragoon using Fates. I'm going to farm Fates in the different new zones to unlock, mount speed, I believe. Whatever the bonuses we get for doing the shared Fates. Oh yeah. Doing the shared fates unlock extra stuff we can buy from the shops, from the gem store shops. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to work on these fates with Dragoon. Level up Viper with Roulette. And so on and so forth. Also, work on... there's a lot of shit I got to work on. Oh my gosh. Level Viper, level up Crafters. at least level Dragoon, and then level up all these classes. Do my roulettes every day. I gotta do farm fates. It's just one thing after another, right? And do fates, get aesthetic so I can get better gear for Reaper. But yeah, so I'll probably just leave it here for the night. Whatever. We had some laughs, had some cries. All in all, it's been fun. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching the stream if you watched. And see you next time.